Hello, everybody. It's been a rough week getting COVID 400 miles from home, working in a hotel or living in a hotel for a week and having to work through COVID while my wife has COVID at home 400 miles away, while the grandkids got it when they were with us this weekend, and I didn't know I had it until Monday night after I landed in the hotel. My throat's going. It's moved. The sweats and the 103 fever are gone. The aches and pains are gone, but it's going down to my lungs now, from my throat to my lungs. My lungs really hurt. So bear with me on the phone here, or the audio. Now, this weekend is the CQ Worldwide Single Sideband Contest. And I want to tell you why I think that a contest like this is very valuable and important and somewhat necessary for new hams, for people that have been a ham for years that really had no luck on HF, or people like myself who I can go into a contest and blank the world out and operate 6 hours without taking a breath and knock out 600 or 700 contacts on multiple sheets of paper. I've done that before. I don't really go to that, but here's what I want you to know. A contest such as this one this weekend is going, the amount of people that are going to turn their radios on and saturate the airwaves is going to be nuts, okay? When a contest like this happens, they'll take over maybe 6 meters, 10 meters, 15 meters, 20 meters, 40 meters, 80 meters. I'm not sure about 160, but there's a place to talk if you're not contesting, like 12 meters, 17 meters, and 30 meters. Those are considered the work bands designated by the World Amateur Radio Conference or Committee, I think it is, years ago. No contesting on those three bands. Now, what I want to tell you is, for this contest this weekend, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this opportunity with this many people. I mean, there's not going to be a free frequency at all. I'm going to tell you right now, daytime bands are going to be booked solid. Nighttime bands are going to be booked solid. A lot of people turn their radios on just for this, and they're interested in awards. I'm not actually logging any of this other than a piece of paper in front of me so that I can see if I worked that person before or what band. That's all I'm going to do. I'm not submitting anything for points or anything, but if you want to, you can. And if you're interested in trying your first contest, this is the time to do it. But I'm going to use this as an opportunity to test 4 or 5 antennas. Some of them I haven't even opened the package yet. Maybe an end-fed half-wave I 3D printed, a off-center fed dipole I bought, a Chameleon portable antenna they sent me, Chameleon, a while ago, and even a homemade sky loop, or maybe a 40-meter horizontal loop around the property, maybe a homemade delta loop. We're going to try different things, and also different radios. I could try this with my 705 at 10 watts QRP. I could try this with my SBitX at 25 watts. I could try this with my Radioddity QT60, my Radioddity QT80. The QT60 will do 10 meters right there. The QT80 will do 10 meters and 15, and it'll also do 12, but no contesting on 12. So I could check out the Radioddity QT80 finally with dozens of contacts on 10 and 15. I got a brand new President Washington they sent me. It's been sitting in a box. That's getting tested out this weekend on 10 meters. I got my mobile set up here. I can run the Tar Heel up and down and try it when I'm driving mobile. So all the years that I've been making videos, I've been telling people, go out there, call CQ, and you'll get contacts. Well, a lot of times people do that and they get discouraged because they call CQ and nothing comes back. Now, with my voice right here, it's going to be gone tomorrow, but I can tell you that if I end up finding a free frequency tomorrow, Sunday, by chance, and I actually call CQ contest, I'm going to make a pile up right there. I mean, people are looking to get as many contacts as they can in that period, It's usually a 24-hour period, I think. And this one's worldwide. So, like, field day is usually ARRL, United States, rather. You can work outside the United States if you had to, but CQ worldwide, forget it. I mean, there's going to be countries you've never even heard of before, call signs you've never even recognized. Now, people had said, oh, well, I'm going to tell you this right now. This is the truth and the honest reality and facts of life right here. You're going to hear the birds and bees right now from me. And I don't know if you're going to like it or not, because people yell at me all the time. But this is the truth, okay? When that contest starts, the bands are going to be booked. When that contest ends, the bands are going to go flat. I've got it on videos before where I sat there with the camera at 1:59 and at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the scope went flat. I've seen it. It's happened. Now, that's not necessarily meaning, unless there's a contest, that nobody's on the radio, because I'm on HF in this mobile working the world every single day. I think I made 100 contacts yesterday and the day before on 17, 15, 12, and 10 meters. That includes Roger in New Zealand, who is every day on 12 meters. That's Jerry in Ireland on 17 and 15 every day. That's Johan in Belgium. That's Tom in Texas, and 50 or 60 other people across the United States and Canada and Mexico every day from this mobile, whether I'm in Tallahassee, Vero Beach, or Miami. It happens, okay? But if you go down to 18.130, 132, and you call CQ to, you're blue in the face, you may hear nobody. Well, because on the activity group that I'm on every day, we have a reason to be there. And it's just nothing more than exchanging signal reports and each person throwing it out there and see where your signal's being heard, right? Some people say, I don't do nets, I don't do the activity groups. Okay, so go call CQ. Well, the fact that I've talked to the same people on this activity group for almost 365 days, every day I'm in this vehicle, it's like a telephone call. Tom's 5'9" every single day in Sargent, Texas, yeah. So where am I going with this when I rant, okay? If you want to test your antennas and prove that you can make contacts, it's going to be this weekend. If you want to put those radios to use, I know people have bought radios out there, even older radios. I'm going to fire up that Swan 350 I have. 350CX. I ain't changing the caps yet. That thing drifts all over the place. I'm going to make contacts on it because I've done it before. It's an old tube radio. It needs to be aligned. It drifts a little bit, but it sounds great. People say, hey, it sounds good. No scope, nothing. I'm going to put that thing to use, but this is the weekend to do it. So I get to try 2 radios I haven't used on 10 and 15 really yet. Okay, 3. And I get to try 2 antennas I've never opened and 1 that I'm going to make. And the saturation of people on the airwaves are going to satisfy my testing on radios, my propagation and testing with antennas, and putting it to use. Because sometimes there's nobody on 15. Sometimes there's nobody on 10. I can tell you that I just made 3 contacts on 10 here in the mobile. And right now I'm on 28.461. I was at 28.483. He was up in Minnesota. And I heard long path and short path on 17 and 10 today, going over the North Pole and around short, Minnesota to Florida and around the North Pole all the way back. He was facing south, but I heard an echo. It sounds like you're at a stadium. That's long path, short path. That means the bands are really good. With the peak of the solar cycle, you can only imagine what you're going to hear on this weekend with this contest. So if you're not interested in contesting, fine. I get that. Again, you can go to 12, 17, or 30. If you're pissed off that people are contesting and you shut your radio off, well, that's the other half of it. People turn the radios on only for contests sometimes. People don't get on the radio only because of contests because they don't like to hear it. Well, that's fine. But there's thousands of new ham radio operators out there that are having trouble making HF contacts and DX contacts. You want to make DX as a newcomer? You want to work the world on 10 meters with a technician class license? It's tomorrow and Sunday. I promise you. Now, last thing I'll say is this. My voice is about gone. If, for some reason, this weekend, you post a comment on my videos that I'm going to be pushing out and say, I went from 80 to 10 and I heard a damn thing. Nothing. I'm going to implore you to please, for the love of God, get a different antenna and check if it's plugged into your radio. There's no way, theoretically, that you could be on this globe and not hear contacts from 80 to 10. I guarantee it's going to just be wall-to-wall booked on 40, on 20, on 15, on 10. Oh, that's right, I got the vertical to set up. I got that Cushcraft, I forget what it is. I got it in February, never finished it, but it does 10 15, 20, and 40. It's supposed to be a really good vertical. And I am going to try that. I'm going to finish it up, and I'll be able to use all 4 bands that will be booked with a 4-band vertical ground mounted with a couple radials. And we'll see how it does. But like I said, I have no problem making contacts during the week or weekend anytime. But somebody out there that maybe is hunting a little bit and they're not having luck, or they really want to see how many people can occupy 350 kilohertz on 20 meters. I mean, it'll be full, trust me, from one end to the other, it'll be full. So I hope that this video enlightens you to. The reason I'm making this is because I'm hearing people tuning up and testing all day today. 10 meters, 15 meters, 20 meters. They are, they call out, I answer their call and say, I'm just testing out my antenna I'm putting up for tomorrow for the contest. I'm going to try to work 24 hours, People are already setting it up. So you're going to hear some people that you haven't heard that are setting up now. And by tomorrow, it's going to be booked. I promise you. So let me let my voice rest now. I don't know how loud it is in here with this. I've never really made a video with it like this, but hey, I hope you get to hear me tomorrow. I hope I get to hear you tomorrow, and I hope you make some contacts. If I get on a spot where I can find a free frequency, which is nearly impossible. I mean, that's another thing. Here's a good benefit. This contest is going to make you understand and practice how to use those filters and things you never used, those twin bandpass filters on that ICOM that you really never mess with. You're going to have to know how to use it now, because you're going to have to narrow it down. You're going to have to shave off the edge and slope it real sharp to get rid of QRM on the right and the left side of your signal, or up, above, and below, okay? And also noise reduction and filter widths and stuff like that. You're going to need to know how to use that stuff, because when you look at the scope, there's not going to be a free frequency there. It's going to be wall to wall. So this is another good opportunity to learn how to use filtering, notch filters, noise reduction, and twin bandpass filters. And that one that Yaesu has, I forget, it's on that FTDX 101 QMB or something. You push the button and man, you can knock out everything but that signal you want to hear. I think it's on the DX10 also. It's a Yaesu thing. You'll need that. And if I can find a free frequency and narrow it down like that and start calling CQ and make a pile up, I'll try to post where I'm at on Facebook. But I guarantee I'll get stuck into that for hours. Wife will make dinner, it'll be cold on the table, but that's all right. I'll be drilling right through pile-ups like that. Love it. Thanks, guys. I hope you have a great weekend. And hey, get out there and, man, get some antennas going, get some radios going. Bust out that old Drake, man. Get that thing dusted off and clean off those tubes. This is the weekend to do it.